according to my own statistics, only a small percent of people who watch my videos are actually in my guild. So if you want to join the guild or add me as a friend, they're in the description below. Also, actually, please subscribe as well. Thank you.
Hello people, and welcome back to Scuffed Review. Not only is it late, the audio and the setup is also scuffed, but that's okay. First off, there's like band news, which has so many cards in it, which is partly why it took so long to make this. But let's get right into it. First off, we have the corrupted version of Lucifer. As a leader, it's kind of, a meme. For the Nucleus team skill, Lucifer turns the runestones below gods into enchanted gods, and the runestones below demons into enchanted demon runestones while moving. So if your whole team is gods and demons, you basically get enchanted and race trail, which is a pretty good effect, honestly. I mean, of course, like, this is probably one of the better ones that comes at the cost of like black and white zone, because nobody likes black and white zone unless you can get a card that like ignores it. But I'm not sure how that would work, where you would like give yourself the black and white zone and then ignore it as well. As always, he has two active skills, both CD7 for 1 round. The first one being that is an attack boost, you ignore fixed combo shield, and if the craft, like the draconic, forgot the name for that, the draconic is full, you get an additional attack boost, and then god and demon damage will be dealt regardless of runestone, combo nullify, and combo seal. This is the thing that Tanjiro ignores, so this is quite good because this is like, I mean, it's not global, it's limited to god and demon, but I think this is like one of the first cards that can like grant this to something that's not only itself. Moving right along to the second active skill, it's a fixed board. You get, I believe, 16 light and 14 dark, which is, a little off of the 15-15, but I think depending on your like team position, you can probably make it 15-15 by putting a dark member in the correct place. It is like the positions are like allow you to stack light, I believe. Allow you to stack light with dark, or the other way around. I don't really remember. If the team only has gods and demons, then you also add race runestones on top of that. And then for his Nucleus Dragonware, by dissolving god runestones, the character's attack times 1.5, and then by dissolving light and dark in the same round, the character's attack times 1.25 additionally. Just for attack boost, this is pretty good, honestly, because like 1.5 with race runestones is pretty easy to activate. So I think that's pretty good. I personally haven't made any nucleuses myself, nuclei I guess, but just because like they're so expensive, man. Like, you want to get the card, or sometimes you want to get the card. That I haven't made like many corrupted seal bosses either, because they are also very expensive. So you need the card, and then you make the card into a nucleus, and then you like need to remake the card because you don't have the card anymore. Anyway, I mean, hopefully, well, the thing is that this like stage, when it comes out, it will have like, it will basically force you to have nuclei. I don't know how that's gonna work, like, because they're gonna add this new system, or if not for this, in the future ones. I don't know, man. It's gonna be like, if you can basically just make some nuclei in advance, Moving on, is in a strange order. The 2 new Era of Novelty jackpots. First off being the 1% Omega. As a leader, he's pretty okay. A Machina leader relies on combos, and then the combos are enabled basically by dissolving each type of runestones. By dissolving all 6 types, you get 24 boosted, which automatically, meets the condition of his leader's skill of meaning 20 combos, and of course 10 combos as well. And then also, like, there's additionally, he charges up his fuel faster for the team because you increase the number of charge by dissolving more groups of runestones in the first batch. And then everything, well, runestones and members' attributes have half the effect of other runestones, so you're encouraged to build like a rainbow team. And then his own damage ignores fixed combo shield and initial shield. Then, when your team has 100% fuel, his active skill changes into this other active, which will be down here. Basically, okay, this card like has like 3 actives, kind of. First off, his first active is that they're all CD8. Runestones can be dissolved by aligning 2 or more of them. The character's attack times 3, and then based on the attributes and numbers of members of the team, the character launches a corresponding numbers of extra attacks of corresponding attributes. So basically, for each member of the team, you launch 1 attack of that member's attribute. Further, reinforcing the concept of a rainbow team, because if you do a rainbow team, this guy can break quintet attack shields. Next up, his active skill 2. There are 2 forms of it. The first one being that if it is not... Okay, so the first version of the active skill works when he is a member and is not a leader. So for 1 round, damage received will be reduced according to the number of markers present in the team to the max minus 100%. And then the second one is when he is a leader. I think this is how it works. Is when he is a leader, then and your fuel is 100%, you get the enchanted mark on a board. Reduce your fuel to 0. Reset his own CD. Boost the other member's CD, and everyone enters a hyper state for 3 rounds. So originally what I thought this was, although in testing in the game this is not the case, I thought that he would have both these, except one of them would be activated when he's at 100% fuel, and the other one is when he's not at 100% fuel. I think this first one is just when he's not the leader, which makes this card a little less useful. I still think it's okay if you don't have a Maka leader. Obviously, like if you have Lilith, this cannot compare, like for sure. But Lilith, at the end of the day, Lilith is a black card, so Next up is Intellect, light human. As a leader, he's okay. His special thing is, I guess, by dissolving attribute of runestones, he launches an extra attack of that attribute. So if he is a leader, he can automatically solve quintet attack shields again. And then for his active, CD7, he clears the hypnotized state of all members. The second light human to clear hypnotized state, the first being Zenitsu, although that was not a global clear. Convert the board into all types of runestones, so fixed numbers and fixed positions. Modify heart runestones to become protected, and then willpower for 1 round and launch a counterattack for each attribute as much as 1,000 times the damage received for the attacking enemies, regardless of defense, and enchanted runestone shield. This last point is special, although I'm really not sure how useful it's gonna be. I mean, if the enemy has huge attack and it's a quintet attack enemy, I guess you could hit through that with the counter attack. But yeah, genuinely, I'm not sure how good this is gonna be. And then the skills for the Sengoku Samurai Power Release Part 2 have also been released. So now we have the complete tier list of everyone here. First off, Nobunaga, Fire Human, of course. As a leader, you can have Sengoku or Fire members. Once again, emphasis on human and dragons, giving them the HP and attack boost. Additionally, you get extension of 2 seconds for on both sides, for if you have both sides. And then by dissolving 6 or more fire, light, or dark in total, which is not that hard to do. Team attack times 3 additionally. So, his team skill. Of course, you have the Unrivaled Samurai. Next, you have Enchanted Trail, which is quite good. This is like really small. I'm not sure if you can see this, so I'll just read it. He has Enchanted Trail. Fire, Light, and Dark have the effect of each other and have 25% the effect of Heart. Your Draconic will be charged when entering a stage. You ignore Burning. When you touch Burning, you get an attack boost. By dissolving Fire, you get an attack boost and ignoring defense. By dissolving Light, you ignore Fixed Combo Shield. And by dissolving Dark, you ignore Trio and Quintet Elemental Shield. So that's quite good. When you have Nohime, which was meant to be like his core member, Nohime skill CD -2, and then there you get a stat boost on both of them, and then also damage reduction of 20%. Moving on to the active, he has one active. I thought these were two active. No, that's two different cards. CD6, explode the board to generate Enchanted Human Fire, Light, and Dark. Attack and recovery boost. And if all runestones are dissolved, turn all the runestones into Fire, Light, and Dark again. At the end of the round, they won't be enchanted or human runestones, but it'll just be a conversion at the end of the round. I place him at, slightly... So, I was mistaken about this Unrivaled Samurai ability, by the way. This depletes your Draconic charge, which makes it, like, way worse. Well, not way worse, but, like, a little... like, quite a bit worse than I thought it was before. Because you can't infinitely activate it, right? Which is why I've lowered Hideyoshi's rating as much as I hate to do it. I think Nobunaga will probably, like, because of his versatility of, like, members, maybe he'll be a little bit above Hideyoshi. I don't know. Nobunaga, like, mainly, he was very good back in the day, right? Which is why I'm ranking him, like, maybe in the, like, he's not quite there in the 175, mainly because of this Unrivaled Samurai ability once again. But I think he has a good like, core team skill setup and stuff like that. Moving on to Nohime, CD6, explode water and earth to generate enchanted fire human runestones for 1 round combo count +5 for every Sengoku member. You get 1 more round of the effect. Solid 5 diamond skill. This will be useful, I guess, maybe in Hideyoshi. I don't know. Definitely like good in like Nobunaga, just generate a large amount of fire runestones. Hideyoshi needs some way sometimes, probably, to get rid of earth runestones. And I guess Nobunaga can do that also. So, yeah. I think this is a solid 5 diamonds card. Next up, Tokugawa, Light Demon, CD7, release the lock skills of Sengoku members again. Like, why did they do this? I don't really know. Demons have... demons have, like, no unlocking except for, like, Ed, but that's already, like, okay. Why didn't you make this a demon unlocking card? Team has only demons. Death damage will be nullified, so I guess this is, like, the unique point of this card. Is that one more card they can ignore death damage, but only when the team has demons. And then the Sengoku members and demons attack times 2.5. I mean, 5 diamonds for the death damage part. I'd hope this card would offer something for Hideyoshi, but no, he just does not. Next up is Zai, Water Human CD6, attack boost, ignore Quintet Elemental Shield, and at the end of the round, conversion in the column below himself. It's been a while since I've had a card that like I rate as actually trash, but this is actually trash because for Water Humans, the Water Human box is extremely bloated, and then for Quintet Elemental Shields, there are a ton for both humans and water, and just he's outclassed in every way by Tanjiro, right? And even like the most recent Neo, I think she ignores Quintet Elemental Shield. Moving on back to the free cards, you got an Arena Super Skill character, Yancy, Earth Human, CD7 and CD3 on 2 active skills. Turn each column into runestones of the member's attribute in that column, and then the third row will be Heart. So what this means is that you can, like, depending on your team building, get some sort of board where you stack like all 5 attributes, which will be useful when you're doing like the two enemies. One has like tri-color and the other one has light dark on it. And then you can't dissolve water, fire, and earth on the light dark one. You can't dissolve light dark on the other one. Basically what this allows you to do is you use heart resistance to stack all 5 of them so you can just blow past both of them at the same time, saving you a lot of headaches. The second active skill is CD3, really short. Yancy members enter Hyper State, attack of Yancy members times 3, and Earth Yancy members accept the character skill CD -1. Kinda useless, but the first active skill is enough to carry it, I think. Next up is a Battle Pass card, Fire Fist Monk, Fire Human CD6. Remove Tornado, the 4th card to do this, if I'm not counting wrong, might be the 5th. Tap 2 columns and explode them. Combo count +8. Solid, very unique card. Fire Human does not have a removing, like a tornado removing card, so good. Place them in the top tier. This Dragonware is also not bad. I mean, but you obviously you have to buy the Battle Pass to get this, so not going to comment much on that. New Ultimate card, Earth Dragon CD6. Choose the type of runestone that you convert into, and the runestones that you convert into are non-Earth runestones. So, if you tap Earth, you can get a 30 Earth board, and if you tap anything else, you'll get like a majority, whatever type that is. I think this is a pretty like powerful effect. At the end of the round, it does that again, so that's why I think this is like quite powerful. For the all members attack and recovery times 1.5 and ignore defense, that's a good follow-up boost. I think this is like I don't think there's been a card like this that has mass conversion that you can choose yourself. So I think this will be quite useful for like some kind of niche effect. Some people will find something to do with this, I'm sure. And then lastly, you get a new bi-weekly card, Water Elf, although it looks nothing like an elf. CD6, everyone enters a hyper state for 2 rounds. If leader is an elf or a god, character attack of 1.5, ignore puzzle shield. This is like a pretty trash card, considering that there has been, quite a few elf cards that ignore puzzle shield, especially Lazarite, a water elf that offers global puzzle shield ignoring as well. Moving on to the celebration events. What is special here? Of course, the Calamitous stage, and then you get the returning ultimate stage of Schrodinger. This is like, I think this is an okay card. This is the, I mean, you always try and like do the ultimate stage anyway, at least once. You get the Diamond Seal editions of Omega and Intellect, of course, and then should be something special here. Oh yeah, the TOS Fest Rave Party Part 1. So by logging in, you get a lot of stuff. You also get, most importantly, like rainbow summon coupons, black gold seal draws of like these black cards, most of which I actually have. I'm just missing, well, I wouldn't say like kind of most, I'm missing like quite a few, but I never get, like whenever this comes on, I never get the ones that I don't have. I always get the ones I already have. So hopefully it doesn't happen to you, and hopefully it doesn't happen to me, but I think it's going to happen. Free draws each week, so you get free summon coupons. Once again, I always get stuff that I already have, but in this case it's much rarer, because I have a lot of cards already. Hopefully you get something good from this. And then the super skill character Yancy. This is a super skill character from the arena. You buy, I think, 33 copies of it, and then feed 32 into one of them, and then you can get it up to level 70. Alright, that's been it for this week's news review. That was a lot of cards. Please like this video if you like it. Leave any questions in the comments down below. Subscribe if you like it in general, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!